Hey everyone, Steve here. It is July 8th, Friday, just about 4 o'clock, early evening, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I've got I've got my Iron Me sculpture here. Um, I started recording a little bit last night. I don't know if it's going to be included in the edit after. Um, Actually, I should say, I I don't know how I'm going to edit this video, or if any parts are going to get posted without editing before a final video or whatever. But anyway, I did start to record something last night when it happened. So I had an error with the printer, and I don't know what caused it. Probably overheating. It was printing for a while, even though I had just done a batch print like a day and a half before, and it had been running for like 2.5 days straight on that run, and it didn't overheat then. Anyway, so I thought I let me start over. So I thought I was going to have to. All right, let me try that one more time. So I first of all forgot that the model printer that I have does have a resume function. So whatever caused the error, it was not disruptive enough that it was unable to save the resume data. Now, I think had I realized that it could have been resumed after restarting, I probably would have taken the same route anyway. And what I mean by that is splitting the model in two and just reprinting this from a new generated model, a new G-code file. And that is because the way it stopped on the print bed, it was there for, I don't know, it probably wasn't sitting there for that long, but it was long enough to drip or remelt a nice blob where the nozzle had stopped. Now I might have been able to fix that in place on the bed where it was and then resume printing, but there's a chance that I could have moved something trying to work on the model as it was sitting on the print bed. You know, the bed itself could shift. It's possible that something, well, this is pretty sturdy, so I doubt the model itself would have shifted, but maybe the bed would have been nudged out of position, most likely. That'd probably be the most likely thing to happen. Or simply, I wouldn't be able to get this flush enough. This little blob up here, I'll include a picture because I don't know how well you can see that. It sits about 1.5, almost 2 millimeters high, and the print resolution on this anyway was set to 0.2 millimeter layers. You could set it depends on what printer you have, but if you want to fine print on the Ender 3 Pro that I have, you set it to a 0.1 millimeter layer. I had it set to 0.2 millimeter layers, and this little blob is many times more than a single layer, so that would have really screwed up the print. And it's not just in one spot, it kind of stretches over. So in this instance, resume printing, I think, would not have been the best option. So now what I'm going to do is decide. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this support off yet. I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Actually, I want to take off the face. I want to see how the face came out. You can't see it right now because it has support structure. I'm dying to see how close the resemblance is to my face, because I used a scan of my head to remodel this. So I could take the support material away from here because we don't need that anymore. But this, I'm going to leave this in place because this left arm is just floating here. So that's going to help me glue it back together when I'm ready. I got little bits of plastic everywhere. I'm gonna clean up what I don't need as far as support material goes, just to make working a little bit cleaner. So what I'm going to do is I've got two options. My soldering iron is on my other bench inside. Things are a little shuffled around right now because we're getting ready to fly out this Monday. So right now I've got this table cleared off. I might decide to slide the soldering iron over here, but I think, well, I'm gonna do what I can with the 3D pen first, because what I could do, and what I do sometimes, anyway, so I save the support material from any print that I do. I try to save even the tiny pieces, even the dust, whatever I can actually feasibly collect, because it has a couple main uses. One, you could rework it with like a soldering iron, use it to touch up models, remelt it and put it in certain places, but also I want to construct a little mini extruder and re-extrude the waste filament. So not only could I recreate filament from the waste, but I could blend my own colors, make unique filaments, whatever. What was I saying? So, instead of using the soldering iron to remelt this stuff in here, I think it'd be easier just for now, cleaner, easier. I'm going to use this 3D pen, fill up all the cavities, so I've got a nice flat surface, and then just glue these two halves together. See, I can't put it flush right now. That bump messes everything up. So I'm gonna snip that bump away.